going good. I probably should have reached out to the Discord and let everybody know that we were starting a stream, but in all honesty, half the time these streams don't even start up properly, so let's just wait. I'm gonna wait a second here, and I'm gonna go kiss my daughter on the head, because it's bedtime for her, but I'm gonna pop back in there real quick. I'm gonna wait till people pop in here, wait for everybody to get into the stream. So yeah, got a lot of stuff to probably talk about. I know everyone's really excited for Destined Rivals. Yo, Turtle, appreciate you for popping in. Can you go and let them know in the Discord that we're live? Usually I do that, but at the same time, I figure I did let them know at 11 sharp I was going to try and be live. Yo, Tuscan, what's good? Yo, Huey, what's good? What's good, guys? I have a ton of new stuff. So my mom got me this awesome display, and it had some other branding on it, and so I put some stickers over it, and it actually like turned out to be like a really nice card organizer display. So I spent about $400 on cards, which we'll talk about during the stream. This one sold instantly, probably because of the Black Bolt White Flare sets coming, but this black and white Reshiram sold so fast. It is a near mint copy, but it sold so fast. I only had this up for 3 minutes. This was only up on my eBay for 3 minutes, guys, and it was gone. It's probably the fastest sale I've ever had, which tells me one obvious thing, that I undersold this card. Definitely undersold it. I still think 150 was really good that I got this for Reshiram, and I paid more like 40. So I'm really happy with it. Maybe even a little bit less than that. I got the absolute hookup steal today. People are just not shopping at my most favorite shop, which I'm not even going to talk about anymore, because I'm waiting for the day that everybody knows about the shop and everybody goes there. But it's in the ghetto, it's in the hood, and they have the best deals. They have literally the best deals. Like honestly, fuck the suburban shops. The suburban shops do not have the sauce. This shop in Uptown has the sauce. But anyways, yeah, they're always hooking me up out there. They're the reason that I'm going to be able to get Destined Rivals on release. So going to this shop the past couple years is finally paying off. Anyways, now that you guys are in here, I wonder if the Legendary Treasures RC Reshiram has exploded too. Probably every Reshiram Zekrom card, to an extent, is probably taking off. Why am I 3? I have no idea what's going on with like the community right there. Yo, Manny, how we doing tonight? How we doing? All right, guys, bear with me. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back here in a second. I'm gonna go kiss my daughter goodnight. She should be asleep already, but I've been so busy. Today we had a great family day, but you know, it took about 45 minutes at the shop to pick out all these cards, to haggle with them, to negotiate, to talk about Destined Rivals. And then it took, you know, another 2 hours to list all these and sort through them and pre-grade them. Like, I honestly would not want to do this full time, guys. The people that do Pokemon full time, I wouldn't want to do it. And if you are doing it full time, you're doing it all the time. But yo, Maya, how we doing? Appreciate you, Tuscan. How are you, Manny? I appreciate that. I'm doing really good, man. Like, I'm probably the best place I've been in my life in a very long time. I'm like my collecting experience has been really good lately. My family experience has been really good lately. My kids are healthy. We're house hunting right now, and Diana's losing hope, but I'm happy because I just keep saving more money. So we're in a better and better position. And I really want a house that has a loft, because if we could do an epic game room inside of a loft, I'm just worried that we're going to end up doing another game room inside of a standard room like this, which is fine. But yeah, a lot of exciting, fun things coming. And yo, Fortress, how we doing? All right. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. 5 minutes, okay? Because I love you so much. You're a good girl, you know that? Daddy loves you. Whew. It never gets any easier. Your kids get older. It never gets any easier putting them to sleep. She's so adorable right when she goes to bed. It's the best time. She's so grumpy in the morning, but she's so adorable when she goes to bed. Okay. Okay, everybody, let's go. Yo, we got the super, yo, Fortress with the $2. Yo, appreciate it. Tuscan, glad to hear that, Orion. Mr. Orion, sorry. Huey, houses are too expensive at the moment. Interest makes it not worth it. Interest is absolutely killer. And I don't want to be one of those people that buys a home and then sells it and says, this is too much for us. We just don't need it. Like, I know it's going to be really expensive, and I'm ready to probably pay about $4,000 to $5,000 a month. I had a good journey collecting, guys. It's been amazing. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to sell off everything I own. But when we move, money is going to be tighter. And hopefully, if I get good enough at like sorting and selling and pre-grading and all this other stuff, it will help facilitate us moving and money being a little tighter. But that's why I've been saving up so much. There's a lot of amazing cards on eBay right now. There's a lot of grails that I really want to have in my collection, but we are not doing that. I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna be a good boy for now. I'm telling you though, that level X Gengar, in fact, I'm gonna pick it up from the graded stack. Y'all know that I will not shut up about this card. I will not shut up about this card. We're gonna get this one graded, but there's one of these. One of these is on eBay right now in a PSA 10. It's like 6,400, and I'm like, dude, just get your raw copy graded. This is a nice copy. It's a clean copy. It's probably a 7 or an 8. But it's like, dude, wouldn't it be so much nicer to just get a 10? I'm like, no. Orion, bad. Bad Orion. Just be happy with what you got. Yeah, guys, I don't know about you, but pulling back on buying stuff is hard. It's hard. It does make it easier that stuff is so expensive. No, this is not pre-picked up, and that's like $30K in profit. Yeah, but then I got no Zard clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to say makes me unique or different, right? There's a lot of diehard collectors, but like, I could easily cards. That's respect. Street cred. It matters. At least to me, it matters. I think the people that sell off their entire collections, like, you got to do what you got to do. You got to prioritize what you got to prioritize. But there is a level, there's an extent where it's like, if you sell everything off, you kind of are a sellout. I don't know. I'm definitely judgmental towards people that just like let everything go. Like, it is so hard to collect some of this stuff. It takes so long. Like, how could you just let it go that easily? Like, that's why I have a lot of faith in Pokemon. The amount of time I've dumped into it, the amount of the things that I've learned along the way, like, that's priceless. And I feel like selling at a loss in anything in this hobby is just a waste of time. Like, it takes so much expertise and time to get good at this hobby. Like, I don't even know what that means, you know? It's just like collecting, pre-grading, buying, selling, like not finding yourself in debt, like not being in a hole. Like some people talk like it's super easy. It's not. It takes a long time to get like good at collecting. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Fortress, thank you for the tip, my boy. Y'all know I am not bartending tonight, so I'm not making any money tonight. So yeah, that $2, it's going a long way. No, but for real, the fact that I already sold this Reshiram like instantly, that helps a lot, because I just spent $400, and I know tomorrow morning or you know the next day, I'm gonna get a direct deposit of 135 after fees. It's 150, 13.25 out of that would be, I think, 135-ish. And 65 I need to make up for until I'm actually in the green. And I'm hopefully gonna grade a bunch of stuff, which I'm gonna give you guys a sneak peek on some of this stuff. We're gonna go over some of the stuff that I picked up today that I think I'm gonna grade. I'm gonna give you guys kind of a preview of that, but we can also just talk about all kinds of stuff. I think the ranking is literally just for spamming chat messages or something. I think it's whoever got first in here. I'm going to be honest with you. Because Turtle was the first person in here. He got 1. Austin probably got 2. Actually, I think, yeah, no, I think it's actually who's the most, yeah, who's spamming, essentially. You're right. Who's spamming? Who has the most, going on in the chat? How do I farm XP? Says it resets every stream. Oh, that's dope. That's actually, I kind of like that, guys. I kind of like that. Austin, you're always going to be my number 2. Manny, smiley faces. Rewards, spams. Again, shout out to Fortress. Fortress pay to win. I'll pay a couple dollars. Fortress is dropping the cash in this chat. I don't even need to open packs, yo. I don't even need to open packs. I got Fortress just throwing dollars. I might as well be an OnlyFans. Infinite glitch for I love you guys, man. Just when I think the day is just getting tough and I'm just tired, and I'm tired of looking at cards too, to be honest with you, right? It gets to a point where when you're doing so much with this hobby, it kind of takes away a little bit of the magic, right? At the same time, I have a family, so I'm always like crunched for time. Whereas like if you're like a single dude or you're just doing your own thing, you're living the bachelor life, this is an awesome hobby for you because you've got unlimited time to put towards it. But if you're on a time constraint, it's not as easy as it looks getting all this stuff figured out. Anyways, Huey fuck 4 or 5K a month. I wish I could do that for a home. I mean, I don't hope to do that. It's just, it is what it is. The housing market sucks. Grade with BGS. Regrade some 9s. Dude, speaking of that, what's his name? That, God damn it. I forget that huge collector that does mainly Japanese who like cracked all of his slabs and regraded them. That looked like a money pit. But at the same that happened. That's amazing. And it makes me think, some of my 151 Charizards, they gave me 110 out of 7. I feel like I should crack a couple of those 9s and send them back out to see if I can get another 10. Because I opened a fuck ton of that product. I deserve another 10. But yeah, dude, grading is wild. What's the fees gonna be to grade that Gengar? I mean, my Gengar level X, I don't know. I'm gonna throw it in bulk. It should go through. It's not like it's like perfectly mint. And they're not going to give it a 10, and they're probably not going to give it a 9. I would pay an upcharge happily for a 9. I'd be so happy with a 9. I wouldn't even want a 10 if I got a 9, because that is a card that I graded myself. If I grade any vintage and it gets a 9, I probably won't ever get a 10, because grading yourself is a very special thing, and then pulling it yourself is even more special, which is why I'm super excited for 7,500 subs. We might even open other packs. I'm like kind of thinking maybe we'll do a base set heavy, and then like a heavy rocket or a heavy base 2. I haven't figured out. I got a couple others though. Trying to figure that out. 7,500 is right around the corner, guys. If I make a couple videos, boom, we'll be at 7,500 like that. So at this point, I'm actually not even stressing it. I'm not like pressed to get to 7,500. I'm actually kind of worried about it because opening those packs is going to be a money pit. Manny, do you have Roblox? Nope. I don't even know what Roblox is. Orion, what do you think about the tag team alt promos like the Umbreon, Darkrai, Mew Mewtwo? I love the Mew Mewtwo. I just asked a dude what he'd be willing to sell that Mew Mewtwo for. I love that one. I think that the Deoxys, Espeon, and the Darkrai, Umbreon, I think both of those are like, in a lot of ways, a lot more valuable than the Latios Latios. But that one's way more iconic. I'm also worried about those because like they're like gift box, collection box promos. They probably don't even deserve 10s. The ones that are 10s probably don't even deserve it. My 9 looked perfectly fine. It had one white dot on it, right? Like it's tough to want to spend a bunch of money on those when you know they're only low pop because the quality control was so crap. And like even my Evolution Premium Collection promos that I sent in with the Vs and the VMAX like Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, I'm not even gonna feel like you. Some of you guys probably know what I mean too. Like I'm not even gonna feel good buying a 10 of those cards because I know that they came out of one of those boxes where they were pressed up against the plastic the entire time. So, like promo cards that come out of boxes where there's poor quality control and just like the cards get damaged usually, I don't feel good about buying any of those in PSA 10. If you can grade those yourself, I feel like it's much, much better because then you're not paying an arm and a leg for a card that's been battered inside of the box before it was graded. I don't know. Stream glitching. Uh-oh. Thought the glitching was me. Certain slabs just can't part with. Mods all ban each other. Chat goes wild. You're too far behind. Yo, skip coin. Dipu, okay. Dragon Ball golden card. Dude, Dragon Ball Z is sick. I was watching some Dragon Ball Z today, bro. That brought back some amazing memories, dude. Okay, I'm way too far down. Okay, alright, guys. Alright, fuck it. Grading is just gambling. Okay, we're back at the bottom. I hope the chat's not glitching. Only worth buying 10s and 9s if it's new cert cards, because those are true 9s and 10s. Can't trust old certs. Dude, lately, like, I know I've been, like, all up on the old certs and, like, saying, like, guys, there's good old certs. I've had some incredibly good luck, but for the most part, old certs are usually not good news. But there are unicorns. There are old cert unicorns. So I like to keep an open mind because all of my Grail cards are a little bit older cert. So, like my first edition base set Charizard, like that card's like a weak 9. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a 9, but it's a weak 9. It's not like incredibly strong by any means. But it doesn't have dents, doesn't have a crease, doesn't have anything weird that a lot of the old certs have that just the human eye didn't catch. But it has a decent amount of surface scratches. And I feel like today, they wouldn't have given my Charizard a 9. They probably would have given it an 8. And I'm like totally fine to admit that because the reality is I wanted a 9. I bought a 9. Regardless of what I got, what I expected was a really, really minty Charizard. But again, first Charizard ever in North America, you can't expect greatness when you're looking at a super old cert card like that. Also in general, like all the OG older sets, like the quality control is just bad. We were talking about this in the Discord. Jungle, Fossil, Rocket, all of those pops are super, super, super low because it just the cards right out of the pack sucked. I have several examples of that we're going to send off to grading and we're going to see how they do. I think they're going to get 8s and 9s. But who knows? Maybe PSA is like, no, this is pack fresh. We're going to give this a 10, even though it has some wear, you know? Who knows? I figured the only way to know is to send them off. So, Trickster, new certs scare me with all the doctoring. Trickster, I'm 100% with you. The new certs definitely worry me with doctoring. And you know, PSA apparently is offering a cleaning service now. So you guys can leave your olive oil and your WD-40 in the closet for now. But yeah, for the most part, honestly, there's so many cards getting graded now. Like, there's really no point to buy an old cert. Sorry for all the people holding old certs out there, including myself. Like, yes, there's a lot of doctoring, but there's also 9 times out of 10, there's people that are like, I'm not fucking touching this card. This card is mint. I am not touching this card. And I'm one of those people where, like, if the card is clean enough, there's no way in heck I'm doing anything to it that might fuck it up. You got to have some balls to doctor cards, straight up. My PSA to CGC sub experiment consists of only PSA 9 new cert cards and minty raw cards, mostly tag team promo. Dude, I hope it goes well for you, honestly. I like them from when there was less profit incentive. Fortress, CGC is more fair. There's some PSA 9 new certs I bought that are mint and slightly OC, and PSA gave it a 9. Dude, PSA updating their centering really fucked everybody over. Like, PSA was already kind of tough, But the centering really made things tougher, and I think is the reason why PSA is still kind of commanding a premium in these days and age, because they did toughen up a little bit, and I think people respect that for the most part. I respect it. It sucks, but it's like, this is why people were grading heavily before with PSA, because it was better. Now it's not as good. They're great. Most people are actually moving to CGC, and I think, but there's still so many people with PSA. I really think there's a very equal divide. I didn't think this before, but I think there's an equal divide between PSA and CGC fan base at this point. Should be a much faster turnaround. True. Good for vendors, good for sellers. I opened my box a day after it came in. It had 1 Value Plus order and 8K bulk subs. All are in R&D now. Whew, sheesh. Damn, bro. Value Plus for the win. You appreciate that, Turtle. That's good information. So if you guys are thinking about subbing, maybe sub Value Plus. Poop Shrek, nice. Billy Joe Bob, I'm a vintage raw collector. eBay has gone crazy. All LCs are good for near mint. Are LCs good for near mint vintage? I mean, I think it's always a hit or a miss. The nice thing about going to your local game shop is that you can really look it over with your eye. But even me, I buy a ton of cards from the shop. I come back and I find all kinds of like issues, because you're not going to sit in the shop for hours, right? Nobody has time for that. So, dude, it's a gamble either way. I've had some amazing cards come in from eBay, but more often than not, I don't feel great about eBay unless I'm buying graded cards. I did the raw thing in binders for a very long time, and it just burned me. It just burned me bad. Bro, I look over my vintage binders now, and I'm like, bro, what were you buying? Most of the cards I was buying were like PSA 5 to 7 best. Like, and the cards that I think would do better than PSA 7, I took out of my binder pretty much, and I'm sending to PSA, because those are actually worth something. But like, dude, I can't even imagine trying to like master set stuff right now. There's so much garbage out there. Yeah, which is why, like, I really don't even want to sell stuff that's not very close to near mint on my eBay. Like, I really don't enjoy selling lightly played cards, because it's a huge gamble with the customer and how they perceive it. Whereas near mint is like, usually people are happy. And some people love the damaged cards, but you got to be clear that it's damaged. Otherwise, people figure that out and they're like, oh my God, I got to leave you a crappy review. That's something that scares me with eBay. Anyways, CGC Pristines still fetch more than 10s though, even with the entire scandal. Dude, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. But then again, PSA only has the 10. If PSA had the 10 gem, had like the PSA gem mint gold standard, right? They have this little gold sticker they occasionally put on a PSA 10 that's like perfect. Those stickers are very, very hard to get from PSA. But I wish they would do that more often. They would put like a permanent stamp or something on the cards that are a little bit like above and beyond, But I just think PSA's got a good thing going. They haven't changed in a long time. They're not going to change. It works for them. Austin, if it's not pack fresh, it's not near mint. And if it is pack fresh, it's not near mint either. Dubs Wrestling, I prefer the Japanese cards. Dude, Japanese is dope. Nothing against Japanese, just don't collect it. I know I caught up to the chat. Do they still make it gold? I think so. I'm just going to do 1 Value Plus order per box now. Yeah, might have to do that. Oh, Value Plus. So I wonder if you do a ton of bulk, but you do 1 Value Plus, and it expedites everything. That could be huge, guys. You should do CGC submission that you got their high value that have some little whitening a bit, and you won't get a PSA 10. It won't get a PSA 10 because it might get to CGC 10. Josh, or Orion, missed you, dog. Yo, appreciate you guys. Yeah, I have, they are in the process of grading 5 of my value cards. Not value plus, I don't think. And then for whatever reason, the bulk is just taking forever. It's in assembly, I think, right now, but not grading. So probably because it is a ton of cards. It's 110 cards. I honestly am not even looking for like I'm looking forward to getting this submission back, but when I made it, it was just because PSA was going to up their price and I had to act quick. So I threw this submission together very fast with whatever I had that was gradable. So definitely not the best submission, but I do think with everything I learned from the first two, this third one should be pretty good. And then this submission I have coming up next, guys, dude, it's like yay big. It's got to be 150, 160 cards there that I'm getting ready to ship off. I'm really nervous and excited for that. It's so crazy seeing all those cards leave that I hadn't ever cashed out on just to wait for them to be back here in 3 months. That sub I sent you, I think I just got lucky grader. That was 70% gem. Dude, 70% gem. Dude, I hate you guys. You guys get way luckier than I do. Okay, cards that out of this stack that I'm probably going to grade. We got Zapdos from 151. Super clean, perfectly blue back. I've had a great luck with these. I've gotten 10s on every Zapdos I ever sent to PSA. This one should be no different. So that's another PSA 10 Zapdos. This Dusknoir from Brilliant Stars. It's top heavy, but like, dude, like how tough are they gonna be on like a cheapo card? Marissa Lopez, I just sub, yo, appreciate you. What's up next? We got this insane Palkia GX, dude, from 2018. Palkia GX, dude, this thing is clean, slightly off center. Dude, the back, dude, my shop has some really, really minty stuff. I'm really excited for that. Like, this sub is going to be the most fun sub I've done probably ever because there's such a hodgepodge of stuff. Vibrava from Surging Sparks. Like, I don't exactly love sending these types of cards because it's like, if this gets a 9, I'm cooked. And it has some silvering across the top, but I'm like, dude, it doesn't have whitening at all in the back. Like, they're going to look at the back, and when they see there's no whitening, they're probably going to give it a 10. Fortress. Turtle on the PSA app. If I click to sell for... Okay, yeah, they got you. Well, I should read that anyways. Turtle on the PSA app. If I click to sell it on eBay before it gets to the final grade, we'll automatically list it for auction when the grades are ready, even though it shows the raw cards. That would be very interesting. And I've thought about selling directly to eBay, but I'm still not doing it because it means that I can't sell locally, can't sell to my friends if they get into it or get more into it. I can't take stuff to a show. I can't trade stuff into a shop. And also, I want to see those cards in person because if I have 3 10s of the same card, I'm picking out the best 10 there is. But for strictly selling, selling it directly, I think is a smart move, my guy. And I think people actually like, I don't know, I feel like when it says PSA, you're buying it from PSA, I feel like it's more trusted, if that makes sense. Yeah, dude, that's probably going to be a smart move, though. That gets you to market quicker. BTMO, really look like you're streaming from a Pokemon brick and mortar shop. Bro, you ain't seen nothing. When we move into the new house, like, not even to brag, but like, bro, I've been cooped up in this tiny room for way too long. When we get this new house, God, I hope it has a loft. And even if it has a loft, I might not take it. Because, like, a loft is for the family. And so I might still end up being in a room. But, like, I kind of fantasize about, like, either a basement or a loft. And I get the whole space. That would be cool. Anyways. Yeah. Blacklight time. He's coming out of the closet. You don't always want to send to eBay before you know the grade. Okay. All right. So I showed you that Bravava. Guys, I got a really, really cool vintage card out of this huge lot that I picked up for $400. I got an Unseen Forces reverse hollow Clefairy that I think is an error. Unless this is just how all of the hollows, some of the reverses in that set go. I don't know this set well enough, but look at this Unseen Forces Clefairy. Guys, this is one of my favorite cards that I just picked up. This was in their dollar binder. This was in their fucking dollar binder, y'all. I can't even show you guys. Like, I can't. I'm trying to get it to just focus on the card to show you guys how beautiful this card is. You guys probably aren't going to notice it, but there's like a hollow defect. It's like a freaking hollow defect. Hold on. Let me see if I take the card clean out. This Clefairy is beautiful. This Clefairy is absolutely gorgeous, guys. I don't even want to take it out of that because I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. But yo, see this Clefairy? Look at the hollow. I don't know if y'all are going to be able to see it, but there's a hollow error. There's a line. There's a line that goes through halfway through, and it's really hard to explain. I just wanted you guys to be able to see the, it's weird, man. Yeah, it's probably just a print line. Probably is just a print line, like, whatever. But, like, it's different colors, yo. So there is a print line, and it's probably, this is just probably, like, when there's a print line on a reverse hollow, it has, like, kind of, it has this weird, like, two-tone effect. Yeah, do you guys see that? Like, there's, like, a two-tone hollow effect, which makes me love this fucking card. Like, it makes it so much more special to me. I don't know. It just, and my buddy Jodo Jake just bought for like $260. He bought a binder of Fire Red Leaf Green near mint reverses. And I'm just like, damn, he probably got a ton of cards like this, just like super clean. But there it is. Pick this up for $1. A fucking dollar, guys. Fucking huge come up. So I'm grading it because I'm like, I've never graded any like vintage reverses, but I've also never found one in the wild for so cheap. It would be a travesty to just sell that for, you know, $12, $15, whatever these are going for these days. I just think it's so cool. And I'm starting to like Clefairy. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me, but all of a sudden I think Clefairy's badass. Like I want the Lily's Clefairy. I want the first edition Clefairy. I'm going after all the Clefairies, guys. There's a loose screw. Yeah, I'm glad someone saw the hollow line, though, the print line. Orion showing us a print line in total shock and awe. I want to get my binder of EX era reverse hollows graded. They are too good. Dude, I feel like the EX era reverses are just built different. They're on another level, and they're about to be valued more. They're for a long time, they've been bulk, and it's time to break that trend. They've always been beautiful. I've always loved them. And I should just put this into my vintage binder because, like, I always put the crappier cards in my binders, but I need to start putting in the nice cards to my binders. Okay. Beautiful Clefairy. Just absolutely beautiful. We need a Shiny Moon Cleffa alt art. And we do have that Cleffa from Obsidian Flame, so I gotta pick that one up now. And then there's also the Igglytuff, Togepi, that GX alt art. Dude, that thing is fire, bro. I don't know when I'm gonna pick that baby card up. That just like the cute cards are really getting to me. Weedler Farmer, we need a Shiny Moon. Yeah. It's about to blow up. I've been picking up all mine at locals. Did you see the vintage Pokemon magazine I got with the Platinum Arceus pack attached? It's so cool. I have not seen that. I'm gonna have to check. I'm gonna have to check the Discord after maybe. We do have to keep this live a little bit shorter. One, my phone is only gonna last another like 20 minutes probably, but I did want to show you guys what I picked up. Okay, so those. Oh yeah, we're not even guys. It just keeps going. This is an insane steal for 400. Even if I can't grade these or they come back 9s, it's still a steal. Okay, so we got this Beedrill V, which is off center, but these are like every 1 and 2 you get a 10. So, like, I figure, you know what? Fuck it. I've sent one that came back a 9. I'm sending another one that's in my current sub, I think, that's probably going to 9. I'm sending another that I think will get a 10, and I already bought a 10. I bought the Beedrill in a 10. I bought a couple cards, guys. I gotta update you guys. I've been buying, like, illustrations kind of like crazy. Any illustration, like, sub $100. But yeah, picked up this Beedrill. It's probably not going to 10, but it's not worth anything raw. Fuck it. Let's send it in. Let's get it graded. I love Beedrill. I don't know about y'all, but I think the Beedrill is one of the most, like, amazing alt arts out there with the pink and the blue. Bruh. And the yellow, dude. So many complementary colors. Outstanding. And then this Gloom. Like, I don't want to send these to get graded, but I believe, like, yo, you hit one of these little $3 shits, hits a 10. Like, plus, right now, you can afford to buy these, right? A couple weeks ago, couple months ago, really 1 month ago, it was craziness with all of these illustration rares. You, like, couldn't pick up anything without paying a massive tax on it. Okay, so we got these. And then we got these. It's, dude, it's quite a lot of cards, and the fact that I organized all these in like a 2-hour time frame. Okay, let's go through this stack. Don't listen to these nerds who don't like CGC. If you want to wait 3 to 4 months, dude, that is one thing that sucks about PSAs, waiting. But also, patience is a virtue, and I'm a Jew, and I like saving money, and dude, fuck it. If it costs me $20 a card versus 20-something a card, I'd rather pay the $20 a card. Yeah, okay, so we got Reshiram. This one already sold. I listed all these cards, and within 3 minutes, this Reshiram sold. I don't get it. I don't get it. This Reshiram is not that special. Like, I get that this has the counterpart, the Zekrom. It's a nice card, but from the get-go, like, I don't know. The more I'm holding it, I'm looking at it, I'm like, yes, it's a beautiful card, but I don't know. Reshiram also just isn't really for me. I've never been the biggest fan of Reshiram. Okay. We got this Lugia GX. Absolute banger. Super clean. I'm trying to get this sold quickly on eBay as well. If I could literally get both of these big cards sold tonight, it would almost cover what I paid. This Persian GX, I picked this up out of the dollar binder, guys. I paid $1 for this Persian GX. Already it's a win at $1. And check the back, yo. Yo, what's good, Sean? Check the back. Bruh. PSA 10 all day. $90, $80, $70 in a PSA 10, whatever. $60 in a PSA 10. 9 at the very worst. So this is the stack that I have listed on eBay, but like I really don't want someone to buy them. It's the responsible thing to go ahead and list them, but if they don't sell, then I grade them myself. I'm excited to actually grade this Persian. I think this is actually a pretty sick Persian. It's Harry Potter, bro. Not Harry Otter. And you just got banned, bro. You got deleted. You got modded. No, you didn't get banned. But you got to chill with the Harry Potter, bro. You selling more on Mercari or eBay, Ryan? Dude, I need to take my Mercari off of YouTube. I've been strictly selling on eBay. eBay protects its sellers in a way that Mercari just won't. Not even that I've had any issues on Mercari. I didn't have any issues on Mercari. It's just it's hard. It's easier to just focus on one thing. So I got to take my Mercari stuff off of YouTube because I don't even use Mercari anymore. Shorty like a melody. Okay, AK, what's good, y'all? First time on the live stream. Yo, what's good, AK? We're just chopping it up. Squishy Mew Mews. All these trolls keep coming in. I'm just lurking. Yo, I appreciate you lurking. I appreciate the lurkers. Yeah, Mercari's lame again now. Like, I wanted Mercari to work. But, you know, I did my thing. I had a great experience on Mercari. I made a lot of money on Mercari, and then I dipped. It is what it is. Okay, Arceus level X. Brew. Dude, these level X's are goated, y'all. They're goated. Level X's are what's up. Let's see if we can get some shine on this bitch. Okay, anyways. That one is like, this one has some whitening, maybe PSA 7 would still be worth grading. This one, however, and that's the Black Star promo, this one's from the set itself from Platinum. This one is fucking clean, y'all. So this one I listed on eBay as well for like $125, a ridiculous high price because I'm planning on grading it. This Jirachi is doing numbers right now. We got this Jirachi. I did put this up immediately. Again, this is one that I plan on grading. These are really, really nice. Dude, this Jirachi is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. I see this in the shop every year, though. I swear, this Jirachi keeps popping back up. Yeah, I priced that one high. Again, if I sell 1 or 2 big cards tonight, it pays for the entire lot, which is the most important thing, is getting that money back immediately. And then I get to collect for free. I just hate when people say that they, do you want to learn how to collect for free? How did I pay for all of these slabs? I hate it because it's kind of like rubbing it in that like, oh, I don't have to pay. Like, I never say that because ultimately I'm always spending money on cards. So like, nothing is ever fully paid for. I'm always just offsetting other bullshit that I'm doing. I'm never like making such crazy moves that everything is free. Like, no, doesn't work that way for me. Noxy, Ligma, okay. Casper, so Mexican, okay, nope, not doing that. Merple Purple, I'm planning on buying a Mega Rayquaza EX card, aim from $20 to $100. Any recommendations on which set I'd get the Rayquaza from? Roaring Skies, that stuff's popping up, and I just put a couple Roaring Skies. We're going to talk about some of them. One of them's right here. This one I just put up on eBay. Dude, this thing looks sick. And I'm a huge Rayquaza fan, but I am not the biggest Mega Rayquaza fan, which is why, for whatever reason, I'm just not going nuts over these cards. Okay, guys, I need to hurry up because I need to get through these cards. I need to show you guys these cards. It's okay, Casper. I don't like my face either, but I have to look in the mirror every day. Okay. Shining Arceus coming up next. This card is gorgeous. I just sold the Shining Lugia. It sold in like literally an hour after I listed it. But here's the Shining Arceus. Very, very clean. PSA 10 worthy. But again, this is the whole stack. This whole stack I've listed on eBay already. But if they don't sell quickly, I will grade. Now this one. I will say, if you can grade this Charizard yourself, 100% worth it. But buying this for $300, in my opinion, is not the move. So what do you guys think? Do you think this one could grade a 10? The back is flawless, but I want you guys to look at the front because the front centering sucks. So I feel like the first one that I pulled myself and graded did not get a 10, and I feel like that's because I sent so many Charizards. But I feel like this is the same centering, and they're just going to give it a 9. I don't know. Maybe I should send it in. Maybe I should crack my Obsidian Flames 9 Charizard and send it in with this one, and they give one of them a 10. Because I send 2. Good idea? Not a good idea? What are we thinking? Yo, Shri, what's good? What's poppin', bro? Yo, glad to catch the stream. Thoughts on vendors at shows being the catalyst for the latest price spike? I don't fuck with vendors. I never did. I never will. I don't fuck with vendors. They're not easy to work with. They joke and they act like they're the man behind the fucking plastic table. Fuck vendors. Like, low-key, fuck vendors. I said it. I know some of you vend at shows. It's nothing personal. But, yeah, the whole experience of going to shows, like, to find deals, I've personally never worked the best deals with vendors. I sell to vendors, but even then, I do so much better on my own just selling on eBay. So vendors are useless to me. They don't provide any value to me. Everything that I've ever sold a vendor, I could have sold for way more on eBay, and I see that now. But yeah, I mean, in terms of the price spike, you can't blame vendors. I just don't fuck with vendors, but you can't blame vendors. I mean, that's just the environment that we're in now. That's everybody. And vendors are capitalizing on it. And they, now if we're talking about Grail cards, yeah, vendors doing hot potato with certain cards, and that's causing the price to go up because of them. But you got to know that that's what's going on. As long as you know that that's all that's going on, it doesn't matter what they're doing. They can play hot potato with cards all they want, but eventually someone's going to find one, grade it, find it in a collection, whatever. It's going to pop up on eBay or wherever, and you're going to have a chance at it at a way lower price. So don't ever feel like you have to buy from vendors at the shows. Don't ever feel that way. At the same time, there's a lot of great vendors that provide a lot of great value. But for the most part, I don't have great experiences with vendors. And that's also on me, right? Because I'm also business minded. I'm trying to make money. I'm thinking about profit margins, all that good stuff. And so it doesn't make sense for two people that are both in the business side of it to be dealing with each other, right? It's much better, for me to buy from local shops where they're trying to get rid of stuff. Like vendors are never trying to get rid of stuff, right? Unless you're paying them full market on everything and you're going to clean them out. Which is crazy to me that some people sold their entire inventory. Like those videos where people are like, I sold my entire table at this vending at this show. I'm like, how the fuck did you sell your entire table? What idiot bought all of these cards at full market? But you know what? I've never gone to a show and bought tons of cards. I usually go to shows to sell stuff and maybe to find a couple valuable cards, which I almost never end up finding. I pretty much have found all of my best deals on eBay. Shocker. Also, a lot of the vendors have really crappy copies of the nicest cards. Usually it's the people selling on eBay that have the nicer copies, from what I've found. Every nice card I've picked up from a vendor at shows, I've ended up selling and replacing. And that's just me telling y'all honestly. Ed, I just started and I agree. Yo, Market Scraper, what's good? Merple Purple, I have one of the Charizards, but corners are missing on printing. Yo, how far down am I? Okay, I'm not too far behind. Fajita, yeah, that's like, yo, Fajita, what's good? I'm a vendor and I hate myself. Thank you. Even the vendors hate themselves. No, I mean, dude, like people have asked me, are you gonna become a vendor, Orion? Like, yeah, but then again, I would probably just contribute to the problem too. What's profit margin? Danimal. But people like Coop are keeping a new generation interested. I don't know. It's potentially. That's very true. I mean, Daniels makes a good point. What's up? I know.
I'm going to bed.
You're going to bed?
Yeah.
We're not even going to watch Mormon Housewives?
No.
You know I love my Mormon Housewives.
It's midnight.
You're going to make me watch Mormon Housewives alone? I'm going to watch Jesse and Taylor go at each other's necks.
No, you can watch.
And I'm going to watch Dakota not have wipes or diapers for his babies. No, seriously, babe, don't do this to me. This is going to be a good live. I'm about to end it. Let's hang out for a little bit.
But it's midnight. I'm ready for bed.
It's my day off. Okay, go to bed. Go to bed.
What?
Go to bed. Not talking to you. All right, you.
That's not nice.
Bulbasaur is pretty good, but he's been doing a lot of coin flips. And Jar Chomp, I just don't know the guy well enough. I vend once a month or so at shows. I do amazing deals since I'm not a regular vendor. Other vendors buy from me all the time. The good vendors, right? There is a difference, not all are bad. James M, how we doing? Silent Shooting, favorite King Von song. Yeah, I haven't heard a King Von song in a while. King Von's dope though. I used to listen to rap really heavily, but lately I've been on like a Beach Boys, old rock and roll, like Southern country vibe. I've been like a beach vibe, like. And I find that my mood is way better, right? I've been listening to angry rap for my entire life, or trap rap, as we like to call it. Biggie Bro Rips, yo, it's good. Heretic, pesky wives. You pesky. Come say hello. I'm not alone, just sitting talking to a screen.
No.
People love me. I have people in my life.
Hi. Hello.
Next Wednesday, you doing a Destined Rivals opening stream? Hell no. To pull nothing? Absolutely not. But if I get some auxiliary products, for sure. We'll open some stuff for sure. I don't know. Fuck it. Maybe I'll open a booster box. I just don't think it's worth it. The singles are so cheap. They're always cheap. And then sealed booster boxes go up triple in value. Like Well, for the good sets, like Destined Rivals is a good set. It's gonna go up. It's a good set. If you can get it at MSRP, get it. My boy got a case. I'm like, how the fuck did you get a case this early? Fortress, bruh, #1. Custom P. I got a Steam Siege box for 600, hoping it breaks 1K after the Mega. Probably will. Biggie Bro Rips just topped #1 on the leaderboard, on the chat leaderboard. Yo, I love the little numerics. This is great. Okay, babe, I can't show them the rest of the cards that I want to show them. Well, if you're staying up with me, then I don't. Okay, but yeah, Charizard EX, and then last but not least, this off-center Zapdos, which I'm shocked at how much this thing is going for raw. Crazy. It's like 60, 70 raw. So this guy is perfect on the back. And it breaks my heart that, like, the card is perfect. Like, 99% of the time, every card I see has some kind of whitening or some dots or whatever. This card has no flaws, but it's off-center. And I'm like, dude, send it. Full send. But I'm like, no, dude, everything you've learned tells you that this is not going to work out in your favor. Okay. So these were all the cards that I put on eBay, but I also plan to keep and grade. So, but I had to be responsible, see what happens. Let's go through these mid cards that I put up on eBay. You know, I'm actually shocked. Garrett did not pop into the stream tonight.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised too. I think
the first one.
he got a car back and now he can drive around, so he's not coming out to the streams. Okay.
Your fame.
I'm gonna show you guys what we got. Some cheapies. We got some cheapies that I put up on eBay. We got the Rayquaza. We got the Mega Rayquaza. I don't know. It is hot. You're hot.
Really hot.
It's so hot, baby.
I know. I'm hot.
Lugia GX. You smell good.
Can't handle this.
Lugia GX. Get that Lugia GX. We got.
70.
I don't know why I picked this up. I didn't even realize that XY Evolutions Hollows were so cheap. This is a $3 card. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. How's that $3? This is from Team Up. What a badass reverse from Team Up, right? This thing is sick. So I listed that for like 15 bucks. That could literally hit a 10. I should just grade it. This Pokeball Prismatic Umbreon. Guys, should I just keep this? It's so fucking cheap and such a cool looking card. Should I just keep this? No, it's not a Master Ball, but it's such a cool card. I really like this card, even though it's not the Master Ball. And I think that this is the nicest. This is the best art in Prismatic. I mean, not the best art, right? There's that Roaring Moon, which is amazing. But honestly, like traditional art-wise, like just simplicity, this Umbreon as the Master Ball, I would like to get this in a PSA 10. I would like to get the Master Ball in a PSA 10. I think that the art is just beautiful for that. This is the Celebrations. I'd never even held this one in hand. This is the Celebrations Rayquaza EX. I wanted to grade this, but it's, you guys can see the top is super thick. Just like Diana. The top is super thick. Ajith, I put my second eBay listing yesterday. Dude, congrats. Congrats. So I picked this out of the dollar binder, and you guys are going to say, Orion, why the fuck did you pick up a Paldean Fates Starmie, shiny Starmie? I'm going to tell you, these, if you don't know this, the baby shinies of like OG Pokemon, Gen 1, Gen 2, Gen 3, the baby shinies sell, and they sell well. I put up the Staryu, and like within a day it sold for over market. So some people are really about collecting these, and so I got that Starmie, and I think the Starmie is absolutely fucking sick. So we got that guy. Unless you're profiting like 3x or $100 after grading costs and fees, it's not worth grading. It honestly is not worth it. But I think grading is very validating, and I think that's half of it is like you're wanting to be validated essentially. Okay, So this one's gonna be good, guys. I'm a clown for this one. I'm a clown for this one. Get ready. Are you guys ready for this? This is
That you were in there.
McDonald's Palkia stamp. I thought this was like a vintage stamped card from the actual set, and it turns out that it's just a McDonald's. But it can't be a McDonald's, right? Because it literally says 2008. But it says DPBP, so I think that means burger promo, right? Number 523. But yeah, I thought this Palkia was like old, so I actually listed this only to find when I listed it that it was actually a super, super cheap Burger King. Like, when I was going through the $1 binder, I was like, ooh, that's a chart right there. That's got to be worth the money. There's no way that's only worth $1. And for the most part, I have a good eye with vintage, but I was wrong about this one. It's literally like a $3 card. Yet still, for $1, and I paid 50% of that, 50 cents, if I sold this for $3, it would actually be kind of a move. And I don't think that anyone should shit. Keep trying Wi-Fi. Great, my Wi-Fi just said it was having issues. But I don't think anyone should shit on like cheap card plays because that's how you get started. That's how a lot of people get started. And I don't think it's all about like buying nicer stuff. Like, you start with the little stuff, in my opinion. Okay. I have one more pickup to show you guys out of the dollar binder. Actually, I have a couple more dollar binder pickups, but this one is sick. And I have to clean it up. I have to clean it off real quick before I show it to you guys because I had it really nice and clean before. Feast your eyes on the Power Keepers Reverse Glalie. Gen 3 Pokemon. I love Glalie. Glalie is sick. Dude. This reverse is smacking for $1, y'all. Technically, I got it for 50 cents. Bruh. It does have a hairline crease. A very, very small crease in the middle. Like, right here, it has a tiny little hairline crease. But, like, bruh, crisp. Crisp Glalie for 50 cents, y'all. This is the kind of shit that I live for. 50-cent reverse Glalies. Dude, fucking dude looks gnarly. Yeah, $1. Now, granted, it was covered in dirt, so I cleaned it off, which is why it went straight to the $1 binder. But like, if I owned a card shop, there's no way I would let vintage cards come in nasty. There's no way. I would have whoever's working behind the counter cleaning those cards with a very nice micro, just at least like a wipe with some water, and then dry it on the other side. Just because, like, cards like this should never sit with dirt sitting on them inside of a binder. But yeah, that's how they had it. It was dirty and nasty. And honestly, I'm shocked that it only has a small hairline crease. It's such a clean fucking card. Y'all, look at the back. It's actually a really, really clean copy. It's a damn shame that it had that little crease. All right, so that's all of my cheap bin finds. My mom got me this awesome little display here, which had some other company name on it across from it, and I covered it up with the stickers. You guys can actually see the original company was right here. But it's the thought that counts. And my mom got me this because she thought it would really help me. And like at the time, I'm like, Mom, I don't need like display rack, but like I thought about this, and for the future, for like streams and shit, this would be a fun thing to use to go over collections and purchases and have like a top tier, a mid tier, and like the lowest tier. Speaking of the lowest tier, this is the last tier to show you guys. And I know you see a Giratina right here, but just wait, because this Giratina is the cheapest Giratina I will ever pick up. Dude, yeah, gotta have the Scyther sticker. And these Japanese stickers were like a special kind of sticker. They were like, they had like their whole packaging and shit. It's like Pokemon Center Japan or something. They're like very special stickers. Same thing with this one. These ones are just generics, but this one was actually like, that costed someone something, but it was gifted to me. Okay. Last dollar bin stuff. We got Japanese Sneasler. We got Larvitar, which wait, for $1? Are you kidding me? We got Noctowl, guys. Look at these dollar finds. He's crazy. Japanese Executor. still. Snivy. This one does have a crease in the corner, and these are all in an auction right now. So I'm telling you guys what's wrong with the cards. If any of you want to bid in the auction, I started it at 1 penny. No reserve, no nothing, no offers, fair. 1 penny. Anyways, this black and white Snivy, I think that's a promo. Yeah, black and white promo, Black Star promo number 1. This is the first black and white promo right here. Maybe should have listed this separately, but that's in the auction. I love you guys. Bro, being in the USA must be OP. $1 IRs. Dude, it's not always like that. I'm telling you, recently, they just aren't selling stuff, and people aren't buying. Like, all right, we got Atticus was $1. And again, guys, I paid 50%. I didn't even pay $1. I paid 50 cents for these. And this Giratina is included because this is an auction that I'm running, but the Giratina was not $1. So just pipe down on that. Atticus. This is Prismatic Evolutions Full Art for 50 cents. Yeah, this was a great... I did really good on this. We got Toxel. We got this cool Toxel promo. I thought he was kind of nice, honestly. Magnezone. This is a promo, vintage promo. Got Ampy-Bomb, which is actually another, I guess this is another Burger King promo. DPBP 268. So I think this is another like Burger King promo, I think. Malamar. This one's pretty clean. I should have graded this. Honestly, I should have put it in the grading stack, but I'm trying to pass some of the deals on to the next person. This one also is off center, but the back is flawless. Could absolutely grade a 10, and this is in that auction lot. And this is the only auction that I'm doing this week. I think from here on out, I'm going to be listing stuff by it now, but I'm going to try and run one auction at least per week. Just to keep people a little engaged. Obsidian Flames Full Art. 50 cents. Ortega, or whatever his name is. Ortega, yeah. It's not being clear because it's a foggy sleeve. This Whimsicott GX. 50 cents for this Whimsicott GX. What are they doing over there? I don't know. And it's mint. Literally mint condition Whimsicott GX. It has a tiny little dent in it, but like still. Freaking Rainbow GX. Okay, the Giratina. The Giratina was $40. And you might say, how did you get a Giratina for $40? 40 or $50. It was marked at $100, and I was just like, dude, there's no way I'm paying you guys $100 for this. One, I don't even think they go for 100 raw, and two, it had a crease right here. Technically, with how much I paid for everything, I might have gotten this for like 20 or 30 bucks. I don't know. But you guys, I don't know if you can see, there's a little crease right here. The rest of the card is beautiful. I mean, the rest of the card's great, but it's damaged. So it's damaged goods. The back is super clean. It's a goddamn shame. But yeah, has a crease. It's in the auction. As long as the auction goes like 20, 30, 40 bucks, I'm good. I'm good. Even with this fucking Giratina, I'm good. And I figure with the Giratina, someone's going to try and either fix it or doctor it or something. I'm not going to mess with it. But yeah, somebody can save this Giratina. If somebody can save this Giratina, it's a 9. If they can save it, it's a 9. Because the centering's good, but the back still has whitening on the corners. So if somebody can save this Giratina, that'd be fire. But yeah. And in the listing, I'm like, the Giratina has a crease, because the worst thing in the world is someone thinking they're getting an insane deal, and then they get one of their dream cards, and they're like, to specify that there is damage to that one card. Anyways, yeah, that was everything we went over, guys. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. If we have any more questions, you guys have like approximately 5 more minutes. You guys got 5 more minutes. And then I'm stoked. I'll make a video tomorrow, and I've been waiting on a card that's been in the PSA vault for over a month now, guys. I'm actually starting to get kind of fucking pissed off about it. Like, PSA, if you buy anything off eBay and you send it to the vault to save on sales tax, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. I don't know if PSA is waiting to send my submission to me, to send the card to me, but like, I've had a card that I've been dying to show you guys for a while now, sitting in the PSA vault, and I know it's been over a month, so I'm bummed out. Mod Homicide. So you're saying it's near mint. Definitely. Definitely near mint. Definitely. Now, the old Orion probably would have just listed the auction and been like, cards are played to near mint. Buyer beware. But, dude, my feedback is 100%. I've worked too hard to get to where I am now. I'm not letting one bring that down. So, hopefully somebody gets a good deal. So my eBay will be linked in the description. You can just go check out my eBay, and I have all my stuff there. And if you guys see something you like, don't think that my list price is the set price. My list prices don't mean jack. My list prices are just there to fish around and see. So a lot of the times I'm willing to negotiate on stuff unless I'm clearly in it too deep and I just cannot get out of it for cheaper. But a lot of stuff I pick up from the shop, I'll negotiate on. Especially for anybody that's supported me or been on this channel or been in the streams. Like, that's, if I can do anything to help you guys out, please, by all means. Poke Collector, are you a Pokemon? I am a Pokemon. Damn, I'm getting stuffy as fuck. I am a Pokemon. But yeah, it's been a fun stream. Been a fun stream. I've been struggling to get a video done the past couple days. The bar's been super busy, and but I know YouTube is like accepting me again. I'm like back in the algorithms. All I have to do is make a video tomorrow. So God's willing, I'll make a video tomorrow. It'll be a good video, and we'll hopefully have some dope stuff in the mail very soon. So, and then of course, Destined Rivals is Friday. That's all anybody probably is talking about. I went on YouTube briefly, and just like everybody's talking about Destined Rivals. So that is just content farming the shit out of Destined Rivals. Like, as if we don't know what the set already is going to have. As if we don't know every fucking card in the set already. As if we don't already know that it was hyped up to oblivion. I put a bid in on the Nidoking already. I put 2 bids in on Nidoking on eBay, so I'm excited for that. I can't see Nidoking being under $100. I know people don't care about Nidoking. Maybe the Nidoking SIR ends up being $30-40. That's what some of my friends think is going to happen. Guys, what do you think? What do you think the SIRs are going to be going for? Because I think anything under 100 for like the good SIRs is a good price. But I don't know. You see the new black and white leaks, a few more IRs. I have not seen the new IRs yet. So mainly because I don't want to see all the new cards. I don't care. I'm still catching up to all the old sets. Like, how can people continuously focus on the newest next best thing? It just blows my mind. But to your point, you guys should post whatever those newer artworks are in the Discord, and then I can at least consider talking about them. But no, I haven't seen them, and I haven't looked for them. Orion, we are expecting a Destined Rivals opening stream next week. Oh boy. Pressure's on. Sableye, bro. Sableye is sick. Yo, Sableye is fire. Sableye is fire for sure. I got the Moltres for 190. Yo, Turtle, you're wild. I can't believe you paid 190 for that Moltres. But I think as long as you get the 10 back, if you get the 10 back, dude, it's gonna be slam dunk for you. I'm really ashamed to say this, but I paid $360 for one of my Salamence EXs. $360. The card in a 10 is selling for $380 right now. Now, granted, I bought so many at the $100 price point that my average down to a T. Like I have a whole like write up of everything. My average is like 133, which is still, the market is below my average right now, which I'm sure will be fine long term. But holy shit, I better get some 10s back on all those Salamence EX. Holy shit, or I'm going to be in the hole big time, guys. I spent like 6K on Salamence EX, and it's because I love that card, and already I'm being betrayed. You guys, my favorite cards are trending down. Latias EX trending down, going lower. The Salamence EX, as new as it is, trending lower. Meanwhile, the Whale Lord and the Articuno are just chilling, which makes no sense to me. They're like doing well. Holy shit. I need 6K. Yeah, I need to not have 6K lying around because I do stupid shit like that. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know. In my heart, in my gut, I felt very, very passionately that the Salamence EX was going to do numbers. And I honestly just didn't see it being anything other than a $600 or $700 card. And I still think that it's a great deal at the price point right now. Trust me, there's nothing to respect about spending that kind of money on raw cards. There's literally nothing respectable about that. That was a degenerate move that may pay off big time, or it could be very embarrassing. Like 4 months from now, 5 months from now, like whenever I decide to finally send this massive submission out, we're going to find out whether I completely burned that money or whether grading and buying a bunch of raw singles is something to be respected early on, right? Having the balls to buy that many cards. My whole thinking was the sooner you buy them, the better, because the quality will be good. Which, all that to say that like every single copy I bought was pretty much near mint. Only a couple had whitening, and the ones that had whitening are listed on eBay. And even those probably have some shot at a 10. Oh my days, Ancient Mew just brought back nostalgic feeling. Thanks. Dude, love Ancient Mew. Ancient Mew is the tits. You were too early on Salamence. I know I was too early on Salamence. I really thought that 130 was the floor for Salamence. But like it happens, right? You live and you learn, and I'm still learning. And with inflation, I also just don't think 130 goes very far these days. So the fact that Salamence EX is $100, and that's for like, I feel like that's for a lot of the beat up copies right now. I feel like people are selling the ones that are off center or damaged. Those are the ones that are selling for $100. I still feel like the median price point is about 120 to 130. And the fact that I already sold one at 150, after that, I was like, nope, this is going to go just fine. All I have to do is sit on the other raw ones, sell those for 160, 170, way down the line. I'll be square on those. And then the ones that I'm grading could be the big, big payoff. Very validating. We'll see. Because those, every single one I'm sending, I think could 10. So there's no reason I should not at least get like 2 of every 3 that I've sent get a 10. I don't know. It's stressful. It's a great pull, but underappreciated currently due to the pull rates. Yes, apparently, I guess Journey Together has very easy pull rates. Bummer. Ryan, how much have you claimed for that credit card? 3% cash back in total. Whew. Yeah, that tells you a lot, doesn't it? It tells you a lot. I think in cash back, I've gotten back in total, and I've never had interest that I paid money on. I've always paid my card off. I think I got back around like 6 or 7K, roughly 6 or 7K, maybe like 5K or 4K, but it's a lot. Like, which tells you I've probably spent 2, 3, maybe even $200,000 or $300,000 on Pokemon cards, and just theme decks, booster boxes, cases, whatever. Over the past couple of years. And that's just my credit card. Because I was buying cards before I had the credit card. So, But yeah, if you do some calculations, you can kind of figure out like Orion spent a load of money. So it's like I can have a bunch of wins and I can make smart decisions and I can buy good cards. But at the end of the day, I think the amount of money I've spent in this hobby, it's going to take me 5 to 10 years to probably pay that off. Realistically, like I'm in this for the long haul for sure. I had 250K chase points at one point. God damn. Um, in real life, money glitch. Spend 200, get back 6. Yeah, so no, I think 200 is probably more right. I can't fathom that I would have spent more than 200 grand on Pokemon cards. I just can't even imagine that. Um, I've had some very expensive cards, but I think all in all, that's all of buying all the booster packs and all the auxiliary products that I bought locally. That includes all the Sam's Club boxes that one time where I bought a fuck ton of Sam's Club boxes. That's like every blunder and every mistake and every purchase I've ever made in this hobby. All of that, probably 200 to 250, somewhere in that area. And then don't forget about grading. Now I'm grading. That cost me $1,000, $2,000 each sub. So 3 subs in, I've spent at least 3-4K on submission costs. We're gonna add that up 2,300 for this next submission. That's gonna be about 6K I've spent on PSA grading. Sheesh. Okay, we have 3% battery, guys. My phone is literally going to shut down on y'all any second. Any questions? Hit me with it. Hit me with it. You're pretty far into the green now, to be honest. I do have a ton of Blastoise SIR and 10, Zapdos SIR and 10, multiple Celebi Chilling Rain 10, multiple Pikachu SIR 10. We got a lot of extra 10s for sure that I haven't tapped into, but I'm holding on to for now. Vintage plays are working out, but I don't know. I'll let you guys know. I'll know when everything is worked out. It's not quite yet. I might be halfway there though. You should probably sell all your vintage slabs while you're up. God, wouldn't that be crazy if everything came crashing down? But here's why it's not going to come crashing down. Because Pokemon it's manipulated, but it's not manipulated the way the stock market is, right? They can't issue more Skyridge secret rares. They can issue more stock of the shitty company that I'm invested in on the stock market, but they can't issue more Skyridge secret rares. That's all there is to it. That's why Pokemon is revolutionary, really. It's capped off. I mean, there's only so many cards out there, which is the beauty, which is probably what people are realizing and why the market is also just like fucking going crazy. Yo, AM, PM, yo, what's good? One of your recent videos about short printing, that cracked me up. That was good, dude. We need a little bit more levity in this space. But yo, my phone is about to die. Y'all have like literally 60 seconds to ask me any question. I loved you guys coming out tonight. We had a great stream tonight. I know you guys are wanting me to open some stuff. So probably next week, being that Destin Rivals comes out Friday. But yo, hit me with whatever you got, whatever question you got. Why you leave my Blastoise hanging? Battle Styles too. The Battle Styles play did work out. I've had offers at 185, 190. I'm holding out for I think 250 at this point. Might as well. It's already trending at 220, 210. So we're gonna wait a little while longer since I've held that pile of poop for way too long. So many lost opportunities. I could have taken that money from Battle Styles and I could have bought my grails with that money, and instead I fumbled it so hard. Like, even if it worked out, that wasn't a good move. And I admit that. Even when you make money on stuff, it doesn't make it a good move. There are better plays. And I do think buying my favorite grail cards are the best plays. You should... Blasty going to 600 this year. What if a new TCG comes out and it's bigger than Pokemon and everyone forgets about Pokemon like what happened with Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, totally, man. Dude, have you seen the Gary V friends? Dude, those are fucking sick. No, I'm just kidding. Don't tempt me with a good time with a good debate, okay? Because there is no better TCG than Pokemon. There's the reason why I haven't dipped full on into Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I don't fully trust it. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! As a kid. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still amazing. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Market is still strong. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise is strong. The players are at the shop all the time playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Trust me, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not going anywhere. But Pokemon is king. And maybe someday I can branch this channel on YouTube out and we could talk a little bit more about Yu-Gi-Oh! Even though for me, I only like the old Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. So, Shri, favorite food? Sushi. Hands down, fucking sushi, which is why I need that Tatsugiri illustration rare. Sushi is hands down my favorite food. Or steak. Any of your decks for sale? Anwar, yes. I have a ton of theme decks for sale on eBay. The stream is going to end any second now. It's going to shut down. My phone's going to die. I just listed a Legendary Collection theme deck. I found another cleaner copy, so I'm putting my first copy ever up for sale on eBay. The Turmoil Legendary Collection containing a reverse hollow. Turtle, that play makes the most money the best move because then you can use the money to buy what you want. Fair. Hopefully I can sell all my battle styles and roll it into a PSA 10 Skyridge Gengar because that's the next card that's pretty much on my agenda. I really fucking want that card. A play that makes you money is a good play. Yo, appreciate all of you guys coming out. Go to Japan, it'll change your life. James, I picked up the Tatsugiri at 96. Awesome card in person. All right, guys, I got to end the stream. My phone's about to die. I love you guys. You didn't ask good enough questions at the very end, but that's okay. Daddy loves you. No, I'm just kidding. Bye, everybody. Y'all have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow. Stay tuned. We're going to drop a dope video going over everything I picked up recently if you missed any of it in this stream. Peace. Also, good luck on Destined Rivals, guys. Good luck on Friday. I wish you guys the best of luck. I hope you guys can find some dope stuff. Yeah. Peace. Rocket Power coming in at the very end. Peace. And the stream worked great. That's lovely.